Greetings, comrades. Overkill is back with part, I believe, 4 or 5 or something of Brutal Russian Overkill episode 24 to be loaded. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded. I was just hooked on Skyrim, buddy. Hooked on Skyrim. Plus, with work, you know, I don't have a day off until next Wednesday, so it'll be another while until I put out another video. Anyway. Let's get to it, shall we? I'm just trying to go back and get that blue key. I was a little pressed on time the first time, so a little more time this time around. Ah. So I'm just gonna. There we go. Alright. You know, make a little progress here. Let's even give him a few sticky mines. Courtesy of Demoman. See if I can go through without hurting myself too much. Yeah, not too much going on, though, as far as the computer gaming world's concerned, AMD's finally revealed their Ryzen line of CPUs, and, from what I've heard of benchmarks, it's actually impressing a lot of people. Like a mid-range, like the mid-tier, the 3 different Ryzen chips coming out, and I'm just gonna get this. A mid-tier Ryzen chip, I forgot what the actual names are called, actually outperforms a i7 6900K, which is one of the more expensive offerings in Intel's line, because I heard like basically almost more than $1,000 Intel CPU got outperformed by a $400 new AMD CPU. Pretty strange how that works. Of course, those are just synthetic benchmarks from what I heard, so we'll see if the actual chips can deliver. Anyway, now in some sort of city area. Underground, why am I on the surface? Bit of a misleading title, don't you think? You know, I think I remember playing this, or I think I remember getting this far. I don't recall if I beat this WOD or not. It's like 4 or 5 plus years since I last touched this. Okay, go on there instead. Yeah, this definitely feels more like a proper city as compared to Doom 2's, like a quote-unquote city on Earth. I'm pretty sure the later levels will take place in Hell. That's pretty sure it's pretty much a given. We'll kill good old John Romero again, as we always do. Hopefully with Nuke, which actually we only have Borscht so far. Hopefully we find other super weapons soon. Not too many monsters on this map. Yeah, I won't have a day off till next Wednesday, so won't be another video up till then. And until that point, of course, I'll be glued to Skyrim. I've already beaten the game like 3 times prior to modding the absolute crap out of it. By gum, I'm gonna do it again. I'll do it until the Dovahkiin can shout no more. or eventually get bored of the game, which is very unlikely to happen, because I just love Skyrim so much. Much as I love Gary's mod. I'm still taking a break from, by the way. Oh. Even the best underrated Gary's mod screenshot entrepreneurs need time to recharge batteries, as they say. Okay, so we need the red key. It's down here. A lot of rubble. Explosive bullet upgrade, which I think we already have. You know what? There you go. Is there a secret behind here? Nope. You might as well let black hole do its work. Yeah, definitely trying to cut back on purchases, because as I mentioned before, I'm trying to save up for a new used car. Like for now I'm driving my nephew's car, she certainly doesn't mind. In fact, yeah, I mentioned it's a Ford Escape. In fact, my next car will likely be an Escape, because it's a pretty decent car. Well, it's an older model, like a 2004 or 2007, I believe. Not the newer models, because they're a little more expensive. A bit frugal, so I need to save money for, you know, something that's cheap, definitely affordable enough, and enough to get me by. So I don't need any fancy sports car or giant truck or anything, just something to get me from A to B. Every time I see this kind of wall texture, I think that maybe there's a secret behind there. As evidence in what was that, my refueling base? Another channeler, already have that. Oh, somehow that Pinky was still alive. Not anymore. Nothing here. Where's the secret? Here, we have supreme health. Won't do me much good in the grand scheme of things. After all, you all know me and my addiction to super weapons. Speaking of weapons, yeah, it's gonna mainly download weapon and armor mods. And I recently downloaded a mod called Weapons of the Shogunate, which adds like Japanese era, feudal Japan era weapons. Almost all of them swords, you know, katanas, you know, jatos, you know, typical fare. As well, a few that I never heard of, like what is it, Naga something, not a Naginata. It's one of the weapons, yeah, but there's one of Naga Biki or something. And there's one cool one called oh, I'm already at the exit. Well. Yeah, might as well. Now we're going underground. South Central. I wonder what the secret looks like. Not that I'm gonna find it. Anyway, back to what I was saying. There's this one sword called Zanbato. No, not Zanpakuto. It's in Bleach, though there's a Bleach weapon mod. This guy I'm talking about, Zanbato, is like a huge Japanese sword. I thought that a Nagi, was it Nodachi? It's like a very large katana. I thought that was the biggest sword, but apparently there's a even larger sword, Zanbato. It's huge. I think I remember this map as well. I like this lighting effect here. There. So what are we in, some sort of subway station? Alright, time for Schwarzenschwerk. Everyone's favorite mass murderer. Methinks there are monsters behind here. You know what? I have just a tool for dealing with such. Whatever. Oh shit. Oh, give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Turns out doing that was a bad idea, because I died. Okay, so I pressed that switch or I heard a door open, but don't know which door. I can't open that for some reason. Oh, there's here. Okay, this leads back out here. This should be a laptop. Ah, so here. Okay, I heard a door open, but that's where I started. So here. 1 second. Got a little bit hungry, so I made a Nutella and apple jelly sandwich. Because Nutella. Anyway, what opened? Because did you hear that? Okay, there's a time for it. Let's just use swords or something throughout this map. Oh, you fucker. Yeah, I'm not only downloading I not only got the Shogun weapons, but I'm also downloading some cool samurai armor in Skyrim. See, I don't just get female armor mods. I have male characters too. What's them? What better way to dress them up than with good old samurai armor? I try to make it as lore friendly, but I mean, I do have some non-lore friendly mods, but whatever. It's my Skyrim, I can do whatever I want with it. Anyway. So, doing this slaughter, I might as well, talk about something random, I guess, you know. Just talk about random stuff, you know, something I do, you know. So what are your favorite Pixar movies? 'Cause I remember seeing a lot of them back in the day. I think the last one I saw was Up. That was like 2009. I've seen all the other Pixar movies before then. One of my favorites is still Toy Story. You know, the first, the original. The second one wasn't too bad either. I just like the first one more because it just has that charm to it, you know. Toys coming alive, you know. Doing things you wouldn't imagine toys doing. I don't know, back. I remember A Bug's Life. That was a pretty fun movie. Didn't the voice actor of Heimlich like pass away like a while back? Like I don't remember if it was during Monsters Inc. or Finding Nemo. I don't remember. And I think the guy who voiced Doc Hudson in Cars, I think he passed too. Yeah, Cars is pretty decent. I actually played the game. It was, you know, decent enough. You know, I never beat it or anything, but you know, it was decent. 1 second. But you know what, Pixar, we honestly, if they ever make it, I hope they make a sequel to The Incredibles. No, that was a pretty decent movie to a family of superheroes. To this day, they haven't made it. Incredibles like 2004, right? It's like 13 years now. Okay, so I got the red key, so where's the red key door? It's like way back there. Just finding out that another recently made Finding Dory. I heard that was pretty decent. Not as good as Finding Nemo, but still decent enough movie. Get back here. This might be wild. Oh, somehow got Survivor. I hate it when you don't have any clear indication where you're supposed to go. Well, there is. Oh, well. There is an area I haven't explored yet, so I guess it's my own stupidity. I'm no Doom Saint by any stretch of the imagination. It's just something I like to play, especially with the Russian Overkill. Of course, coupled with Voodoo Monsters, you know, it's a bloody good time. Plenty of vodka to go around. Yeah. I'm just gonna use a key like this. I could have just done that. Oh well. So, okay, blue key switch is like way over there. Let's go back there. I don't know. I haven't seen too many movies lately. I don't really watch that many movies these days. Though, the last one I watched and really loved is Deadpool. No, I love Deadpool. I don't own any of the comics, but you know, own a little bit of memorabilia. Have the game on Steam, of course. Use them a lot in Gary's mod. No, work with the mouth. Can't argue with someone like that. Fourth wall breaks like it's going out of style. Let's be honest with Deadpool, it never will go out of style. All those blood dripping on the walls. I mean, like the graffiti of the authors. I think there's like, isn't there like a compilation mod that was maps from different authors, like the community chest and whatnot. Yeah, I'll still be checking out community chest 3 and 4. Okay, so you can get a key. Okay, I'm trying to eat my sandwiches so the bread doesn't dry out. Yeah, blood everywhere. Something else I want to tell you. You know That's Bullshit on YouTube? He makes the Gmod Idiot box. You know, I love that series. It's pretty funny. He hasn't made a new one lately. Probably busy with, you know, in real life stuff and stuff like that. That's understandable. We're not even when or even if he's gonna put out another Idiot box. It's like what, 15 so far? Yeah, it's starting what 2009? I remember seeing those are funny. Yeah, definitely be keeping an eye on Face Punch for the next couple of months, because Joaz is currently working on updated versions on his Space Marines. I think I mentioned that before. He's doing the Ultramarines and the World Eaters first. He's going to re-release the Dark Angels and Word Bearers later. And of course, he's going to be working on the other Space Marine chests, which will definitely take a while. 9 Loyalist Legion. 9 Loyalist chapters, 9 Chaos chapters. Yeah, you know, especially like many different variants of Marines to make. Of course, the vehicles, you know, adding body groups and stuff like that. No, it takes quite a amount of time. And I am patient, Space Marine. I can wait. Because Space Marines are also comrades of Mother Russia. Okay, missed a few enemies, but oh well. Research facility. Surprised we haven't gotten another super weapon yet. But 4 should be more than enough. We're not just, you know. Oh shit, that's a little too close, you know what? So how do you pronounce it? The Sikablit? I don't speak Russian. Sikablit. I'm just gonna do it the way Joel does, like Sikablit. Now we need another one. Oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh well, you know what, I'm just gonna take it. Oh, you know what? I forgot about this. Aha! That trip to the warp wasn't too bad. Anyways, this map's 16. I mean, for what it's worth, we're making some decent progress. I'm not sure what those do. What do those do? I hear things open, but oh, don't tell me it's one of those, oh, okay. I think I know what. I could be wrong here. Yes, it's exactly what it did. Anyway, another bite of NHA sandwich. Hello, apple jelly. Well, we got the blue key, but first, so I open that. So what's behind door number 2? Oh yeah, this leads to the same place. Well, what's the point of that then? Anyway. Yeah, this video probably won't be too long because I want to play a little bit more Skyrim before I go to bed. Can't help but, man, I'm a Skyrim addict. Not as much as I'm a Gary's mod addict. I mean, I have more than twice as much time on Gary's mod as I do on Skyrim, but what can I say? I have my favorites. Those two are definitely my favorites. Think about what I'm going to try to do later on is reinstall Morrowind and Oblivion, and I'm going to try to install mods a little more properly so I don't get any, you know, bugs and stuff. I'll let it run, like sometimes they'll crash when I try to load another save or you know, other things. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the Morrowind to work on my proper screen resolution. I play against like 1920 by 1080. And for some reason with mods, Morrowind doesn't get higher than 1280 by 720. Like maybe it's a mod I installed that conflicted with something, I'm not sure. I aim to find out later. But you know, I know I've said this before, you know, some people prefer Morrowind, some people prefer Oblivion, some people prefer Skyrim, you know. Different strokes for different folks. I just love Skyrim the best, mainly because of the modding community. Like it's seriously 50,000 mods and still going strong, even with the special edition out. Special edition only has like what, not even 6,000 mods? and not many of them the ones I use. Waiting for those at least. Then I might give a special edition go, even though it's just a graphical facelift. Well, actually, it's not so much of a graphical facelift as much as like adding new like graphical features, like with ambient occlusion, God rays, stuff you saw in Fallout 4. That's what makes Fallout 4 look so amazing. Of course, my potato of a computer can barely run it, so I'm pretty sure the special doesn't have a snowball's chance in Oblivion to run smoothly. Like heck, the regular Skyrim barely runs with a minimum frame rate drop. Whatever. Point is, my computer's not strong enough. That'll change once I build Proteus, which I'm gonna get the motherboard next. Be a little bit of time. Take a little out of my savings, but of course I'm trying to put some in my IRA, so I'm not to go overboard. I gotta have some money in my accounts. I'm in no hurry to build Proteus, trust me. I have plenty of games that'll work on this computer. Space Hulk Deathwing is definitely not among them. You can run, but just barely. Maybe if I tone down some of the graphic settings, I'll run a little smoother. You'd think I'd do that. Yeah, I want to keep playing Deathwing because that's a cool looking game. Some people give it shit because it doesn't follow the rules of the board game that much, let alone the DOS Classic. But, it's still pretty fun and gory game. Like, seriously, it's really gory. It's a pretty big map. Okay, so the old key door's over there. What was I doing over here? I flipped a switch, but I'm not quite sure what it did. Go back here real quick. Just look around real quick. Okay. Alright. There we go. Despite the delay between videos, I'm making some pretty decent progress on this. Like, the maps aren't too large. Though, I have a few problems, going through some of them. Now, how do I get up there? Let's see, oh, is there a switch I have to flip or something? Let me go back over here. Maybe wait. Here. Nope. That pulls on me. That's a slow ass elevator. Well, I'll take another bite of NAJ sandwich. I like the elevator. Does that somewhere else? But yeah, despite Cabby Lake already being out, I'm kind of glad I went to Sky Lake because honestly, when I heard Cabby Lake's not that much of an improvement over Sky Lake, like there's a very slight increase in clock speeds and whatnot. Honestly, probably won't be that much different. I mean, once Ryzen eventually comes out, we'll definitely see how Rising goes, because it looks promising, I'll give it that. Whether or not it's affordable, well, AMD chipsets are known for being affordable. Not so much for being as powerful as, say, Intel's, even i5 lines. Heck, I think even an i3 can now perform even a decent powered AMD FX chip, but you know, might just be me talking out my ass. But yeah. Ah, more things to kill. Oh, and another backpack. Never have too much ammo. Yeah. Did I mention I'm hooked on Skyrim? Yeah, I think I've mentioned that quite a lot already. I just love Skyrim so much, man. I like it so much, man. I like it so much, comrades. Do not judge me in my love of prancing around Skyrim in my undergarments. Do the katanas. Okay, sometimes I prance on Skyrim than maybe. But honestly, who hasn't? Let's be honest, I'm pretty sure every Skyrim player tried that at least once. And for some reason I can't open it. Well, of course we have to have a... Oh, okay, what do I do? Oh shit. You know what? I'm just gonna wait for that to go. I'm not even gonna bother backtracking with all that. You know what I'm gonna do? Let that go. Okay, everything's dead at least. Oh. I'm sorry for doing this, but you know, just for the sake of getting this series, getting this episode through. There we go. That's a pretty decent amount of health, don't you think? But I was trying to back up, but oh yeah, there was no hallway there. Yeah, that was definitely my own stupidity in the works here. Downtown, not the same downtown as in the base Doom 2 up there. I'm gonna go to bed soon, but I'm gonna play some Skyrim first. Anyway, Skyrim. Yeah, no. Say what you will about Skyrim, I love it. You know, the modding community, you know, the ease of play compared to previous Elder Scrolls games, and the mods, man, the mods. No, I just can't get enough of Skyrim. So yeah, okay, you know, we'll pry away from Skyrim and, you know, get some more Doom videos out there for y'all. No, for the few people that do watch it anyway, but you know, just something I like to do. Anyway, I'm Caleb is signing out.